Hi there and welcome to anybody who's logged on through the website or anybody on YouTube who's following around. Today what we're going to do is we're going to do a demonstration on the 140 litre Bergen liner from Exped. Okay, so moving on. I suppose the first question that you would ask is why do you want to do a demonstration on a Bergen liner? All the images, including the Ortlieb images as well as the Exped images of our waterproof sacks, are very clean. So by that you don't get any sense of scale. We could say it's 120 litre, we could say it's 40 litre. It doesn't really give you an idea of scale. So what we've done is we've come out here today. We've got the 140 litre Bergen liner next to a 110 litre Berghaus Crusader. A little bit about the Exped Bergen liner. As well as being 140 litre, it's obviously waterproof, but it's also dustproof as well, and it's constructed from a durable PU coated taffeta nylon. So that makes the material that it's made out of incredibly tough. And you know, you could use this for all sorts of things. You know, you don't actually even have to use it as a Bergen liner. A lot of people use it just for stowing gear and throw it into the back of vehicles. So that's the system itself. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to sealing the system once it's inside the Bergen. If you look down here please, Wiggy, what you've got is 140 litre worth, or 140 litre Bergen liner inside 110 litre Berghaus Crusader. This Bergen liner is absolutely huge. It's so huge you could bedazzle your friends by jumping inside it. However, we're not here to talk about magic tricks. What we're here to do is talk about sealing the sack. If you notice on the mouth of the waterproof sack, there's a piece of tape that runs down one side and another piece that runs down the other. What I do is I simply get hold of this tape, I put it together and I hold the system a third of the way down on each side. I then roll once and once only. I then push down and you can hear the air expelling out of the bag, and then lift up, run my hands all the way to the end, and then I start to roll. Now, if I'm using this in inclement weather, what I do is I only roll down 2 or 3 times. But if the Bergen is going to be submerged, say through a river crossing, then you need to be rolling your Exped bag right down 3, 4, 5 or even 6 times. Another thing to consider is how much equipment you put in there. So if you're going to overload your Bergen, like a lot of military guys do, this is the sack to go for, I would suggest, because it would allow you to use the floating lid on the Bergen, yeah, and allow you to pack and waterproof all your gear. If you just take a little look at this, Wiggy, yeah, one of the things on here is that it's got a D-ring on either side of the buckle. This is just for a little bit of added security. So if you're actually going on a trip, yeah, you can put your padlock through the D-rings. Obviously it's not going to stop anybody from slashing open the bag, but it's just a little bit of added detail and a little bit of added security. One final thing, if you're going out in the field, we would advise strongly that you waterproof individual pieces of equipment within that bag. That's just good working practice. So there you go, that's sealing the bag. Okay, so that's that concludes the demonstration on the 140 litre Exped Bergen liner. We think it's an exceptional piece of kit. We've never had one return of any of the Exped bags that we've ever sold, and we've sold multiple thousands of these things. So that's testament to how good they are. We talked a little bit about the makeup of the bag, and we've talked about sealing the bag. For those of you who are out there who I was teaching to suck eggs, well, I make no apologies, because there are people out there who are first-time users. And one final thing, how good is it as a waterproof sack? Well, if you look above my head, here's a little baby Exped bag which has been full of water above my head and no water got out. So working on that principle, I would suggest that no water would get in either. Thanks very much indeed for watching. What we're going to do today is bring to you a very quick demonstration on a 140 litre Okay, so moving on to packing the actual Bergen itself. If you look down here, Wiggy, this bag is so huge at 140 litres, you can bedazzle your friends with just Say bedazzle. Oh, no, cut. Oh, God, embarrassing. Bedazzle. Is it?
Is it what? Vajazzle?
Not bedazzle. Bedazzle your friends. What's it called? It sounds like bedazzle. Bedazzle. Come on then, go. Okay, so moving on. What we're going to talk about now, okay, is the packing icon. We take hold of the something stop flying in and out. It runs along the top of the bag. That's our ambulance, sorry. Very good line.